So, welcome back to From the Holler. If you're new around here, my name is Missy, and on this channel we are dedicated, it may be one of those nights, y'all. We are dedicated to loving and supporting each other through our loved ones' addictions, regardless of what that addiction may be. And I thank each and every one of y'all that are taking the time out of your busy schedule on this beautiful Sunday, hot as it may be, to spend some time with us here on the channel and in the community. Please, 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 this is a safe zone. This is a judgment-free zone. Please feel welcome. Feel free to jump into the comments, and if you're having any issues, if you have any questions, no matter what, put them in the comments. Let's talk about them. Let's get them out there. I want everybody to know you are not alone in this journey. There are so many here in this community that are going through the same things that you're going through. And we're either going through it, or we've been through it, or we're getting ready to go through it, and we know exactly where you're at, okay? And we have no qualms whatsoever about talking to you and being there for you. So please feel free to jump in the comments, okay? Let's see. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Leslie. Hey. Hey, Sassy. Hey, Karen. Hey, Ashley. I am so sorry to hear that you're having troubles. That just breaks my heart. Hey, Barbara. Hey, CF. I knew that. Okay. And it was right there on the tip of my tongue. Okay. It was between two. One being that and the other one being Jen. Okay. I don't know why. I don't know. And I've even got it wrote down, but I don't have my book up here with me. So, Hey, Jesse. Thank y'all for jumping on here. I appreciate that. I do. I do. So, we're going to jump right into this. I think Aiden may be in here in a minute. They are just now pulling in. Him and Kelly have been out and about most of the day today, which has given Paps and I some time off. And they're just now pulling in out there. So, if he knows that I am live, you know he will be in here. I'm going to get me a drink, okay? He has been excited. So, we are still looking at next week for Joseph's exit from the jail that he's been in for the past 45 days-ish. As of right now, there's still no holds from the other two counties. So, as of right now, he will walk out of the county jail that he's in, and he will be coming here. So, the three adults that are here right now, myself, Paps, and Kelly, we plan on sitting down tonight after this live, and we are going to have a conversation about expectations, about boundaries, about rules, and about how we want to handle things when he comes home, so that we're all three on the same page. We have talked individually and stuff like that. But as far as all three of us sitting down together and making these decisions, that's happening tonight. So yeah, I think it's best that we do this. Um, Aiden does not know anything about this, and he will not know anything about when Joseph's supposed to be coming home. Just in case, and I hope you guys can hear me because I'm talking a little low, just in case something happens and they suddenly put a hold on him for his probation violations from the other counties, and they pick him up from where he's at now, then Aiden's not expecting him to be here on a certain day, and he doesn't show up. Okay, so we we will just we'll just keep it like this, and when Aiden wakes up, then maybe as of right now, definitely Dad will be here. Okay, so I'm still coughing, as you can tell. Yeah, it's one of them things. Oh, Barbara. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I have been through that myself. And it's not fun. It is not fun to see that other people have been through that. Okay? It isn't. And it drives me crazy. Barbara. I might have one just like that, okay? Yeah, for sure. So, if you guys saw in the community post yesterday, not today, okay? Yesterday. We're going to talk about this for a minute because this boils my blood. This gets up under my skin, and there are times when I have to bite my tongue, and then there are other times that it's like, no, F that. I'm not biting my tongue. And I had to last night. Okay? Scrolling through Facebook, and this meme, y'all, I swear, this particular meme gets me, it gets me hotter under the collar than anything. Okay? Because these stupid people are believing what they're posting, and people will comment, amen, exactly. Yeah, you answer that question for me, blah, 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 blah. So, the meme is, if methadone is free for an addict, why is chemo not free for a cancer patient or insulin free for a diabetic? I understand that in some states, methadone is free. Okay? I understand that. I'm not stupid. Here, where we live, in Tennessee, it is not free. It is nowhere near freaking free. Okay? It is not. It's very expensive. I've broken it down for everybody several times. The cost of not only the methadone, the trip to the clinic, and all that stuff. It's nowhere near free. Okay? It's not. And I'm sick of seeing that meme. And I responded in big bold letters. I don't care whose feelings it hurts or who gets pissed off or whatever. Knock it off. This lady lives in Knoxville. She should know better. Do your research before you post something stupid. That's my opinion. Okay? But I told her that it is not free in the state of Tennessee. It might be in other states throughout the country, but in most, it is not free there either. And that she needed to do her research before posting idiotic things and asked me how I know all this information because I would love to school you on all the addiction things. And I would. I would. I think I'd be a good teacher for it. Okay? I am sick to death. Okay? Because all that is that's just another knock. That's just another gut punch, whatever you want to call it, to anybody that is in the throes of addiction or any of us that are out here having to deal with an addict. And I I'm done with that. I'm done with that. Um oh, Sassy, I'm so sorry. And I don't have to have chemo. Listen to the context of the conversation. If you can't keep up, okay, then maybe you need to turn your wording on. Maybe that'll help you. Okay. Um anyway, so there's that one. And then yesterday I posted, you call them junkies like their story's over. I call them loved ones still worth fighting for. Stay in your lane. You don't know their battle. Okay? I am sick to death of scrolling through social media. I don't know who else is with me on this, but I guess we'll find out. I'm sick to death of scrolling through social media and seeing stupid posts about junkies, okay? Or about um, thank you, Awakened. I appreciate that. I do. I really appreciate that. Um, they post about junkies or my favorite, my favorite crackhead. You know, and y'all, it's starting to become a slur. People are using this, like they would the B word, okay, or the C word. See you next Tuesday. Um, they're starting to use it as a slur, calling each other that, thinking that that's funny. I don't find that funny. I'm sorry. If you lived my life for the past 15 years, or, you know, I don't know, step into my shoes for a week, you'd see how unfunny that is. You would see how hurtful that is. And yeah, I am so done with it. I am. And I lose my ability to control my mouth when I see stuff like that. Have I lost a lot of friends on Facebook? Yep. But you know what? Au revoir. I don't need that kind of people in my life that know my situation, know what we are going through, know that I am very prickly. That's the best word I can use. Very prickly when it comes to addiction. And that's just not something I joke about. Okay? It is not something I will ever joke about. When you've almost lost your child, ha ha ha, my child, when you've almost lost your child multiple times in the past several years, okay, you won't joke about it either. Are there things that I can look back and, kind of have a giggle about? There are some things, okay? Not very many. And it's not anything to do with his addiction. It's a memory of him when he was in full on active addiction. That's what I look back and giggle about, not anything about addiction. So, and you know what? Every now and then it's okay to freaking laugh. Laughter sometimes is the absolute best medicine for all of this. And there are times when I do have a good laugh. And I apologize. I just have issues with that. I don't take very nicely. Yep. CF. Yep. Believe it or not, at this stage, 15 years down the road, or 15 and a half now, down the road, I'm still losing people. I mean, I can look at the comments, I can look at other things on here. I can look at my Facebook, and there's a lot of people missing from this community that started out with me on this journey. Okay? And for whatever reason, don't care. For whatever reason, they decided that I am no longer worthy of their time or energy. Okay? So I've lost a lot of people here. I've lost a lot of people in my real life just here recently. Was it because of the things that my son did and I put it out there? I don't know. I don't know. I'm open and honest to the nth degree here. I'm as raw as they come. I don't know of any other channels that will put out the things that I put out. It's hurtful because I became friends with some of these people. But it's okay. I'm used to loss. Okay? I'm used to it. After all these years, I'm used to it. It no longer bothers me. If that's what they feel they need to do for their own whatever, ah, I don't need an explanation as to why you're leaving. Okay? I don't need it to be long, drawn out, and I don't want you to stay past your comfort zone. I don't. I don't. Is it because, sometimes I put, this is my channel. I'm going to put my personal feelings out there, okay? About any darn thing that I want to, whether it be the current events, how things are being handled, because you know what? The current events and how things are being handled and who is doing the handling, that affects this whole addiction thing. Look at the number of overdose deaths from 2020 until the end of 2024. Shall we? Anybody? And now the amount of overdose deaths is they're going down. That's all the numbers I'm seeing. That's all the info that I'm getting. Anybody else? Anybody seeing anything different? Which I am overjoyed with. Get those numbers down. One life lost is too many. That has been my motto for years and years and years. Get those numbers down. If there is one mother out there that does not have to go through the pain and the heartbreak of burying her child, yes, I'll stand behind it 100%. And if somebody doesn't like that, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop cheering that on and go, go, go. Let's do it some more. I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to stop putting my opinion out here. My opinion matters, just like your opinion matters or your opinion matters. When you've seen the things that I've seen and you've experienced the things that I've experienced through this hell called addiction, you would probably walk in the same shoes that I walk in. Okay? You would probably be a proponent for, be a cheerleader for the same things that I am. Nobody wants to sit back and watch. Well, there may be a couple. A real mother does not want to sit back and watch her child destroy themselves or anybody else's child destroy themselves, because all of a sudden there is such a huge influx of drugs that have been let into the country that they're everywhere. And did y'all notice? Did anybody else notice this? That the the amount of unaliving drugs skyrocketed during those 4 years. Did anybody else notice that? That's when we got Trank. We got Rhino Trank. Gray Death was running rampant. Has anybody else noticed this? Fentanyl, readily available anywhere and everywhere. You in everything. Anybody else see that, or is it just me? I'm just asking. I'm gonna catch up on comments real quick. Um, Thank you, Belinda. Thank you, B Lady. I appreciate that. That's because I think, B Lady, with your comment about how they keep taking these things, knowing the possibilities, I, in my opinion, and this is my opinion, y'all don't have to agree with it, that's fine. But in my opinion, they have chemically altered or chemically made these drugs to be, how do I say this? To make them want slash need, and it's more need them more. Okay? Like they can't get enough. That's my opinion. That is my opinion. Paps and I have talked about this a lot over the past year, and I think both of us agree that we feel like they have really upped the ante on all of that. That's our opinion. Thank you. Thank you. Um, no, I'm not. I'm not giving out a day. It's next week. One day next week. That he, as of right now, he's coming home. Oh, reflections. God, bless that mama's heart. Oh, Lord. It is, Belinda. It is one of the worst things that I have ever had to endure as a mom, as a woman, as a person, just having to sit there. It's almost like having your eyelids duct taped to your forehead and you cannot look away. It's like it makes you sit there and watch the train wreck that is that person's life at the time. And you want to scream, but you can't work one up. And if you do eventually get the strength and the power to work one up, dear Lord, it is so freaking guttural. I went out into the garden after Joseph's overdose, where I found him. Y'all know my garden is my happy place. My garden is where I go to listen to my music, do my thinking, find my center again, draw my zen back, whatever it may be. Okay. Scream, cry, holler, whatever it is I want to do. That's where I go. And y'all know I go up there and I pray. I prayed the prayer of, fix him or take him, Lord. I can't do this anymore. I know. I know. Some people are going to say, well, you're a monster. What kind of mother would pray that? You'd be surprised. But after that overdose, I went up there and y'all, I let out such a guttural, deep scream. I scared myself. I did not know that I had all that bound up and wound up inside of me. I did not know that I was capable of putting all that together and it coming. I mean, it's just one of them that consumes all the way up and just comes out. And there is no controlling it. There is no turning the volume down. It's just, yeah, yeah. And it scared me. It did. It scared me. I don't want to get to that point ever again, to where I've held everything in for so long, and I've just kept pushing it down and pushing it down and pushing it down to the point to where, I'm starting to lose. I'm starting to lose who I am in all this. And I don't want to get to that point ever again. Ever again. So, let's see. Close. Is he going to continue attending the meetings he is going to now? I don't know if Inside Out Dads is offered on the outside. We will find out. I don't know. I know the AA meetings are. He is looking at there's a lot of balls in the air right now. He's actually looking at going to a facility, a local facility here, and it is a men's facility. And they teach them, how to deal with the hard days, the hard stuff, all the things. And he will be staying there. He will not be coming back and forth or anything like that. It is I guess an inpatient type thing. But right now that's what we're looking at. One of the things that we're looking at. The drug coalition lady, I don't even know what you call her, Lord. She is also looking into help for him in places that she could help him get into if there's too long of a wait for this place that he wants to go to. So, yeah. Like I said, there's a lot of balls in the air right now. During the pandemic, did the trafficking stop or calm down? No. No. No, because the border was wide open, okay? And that's when I feel like, okay, I feel like the worst, that's when it started. That's when the worst of it started. And they were testing to see what they could get away with as far as bringing over and stuff like that. And so, again, my opinion. Hey, Jean. Ow. Yeah, they do get addicted to that, bee lady. They do get addicted to that. You'd be surprised. That's abused just like everything else. I'm not saying everybody that is on that medicine abuses it. Some people do not have that characteristic in them and can take that type of medicine with no problems whatsoever. And then there's others that it's like they get their prescription filled and the pills are gone within a week to 10 days and they're looking for more. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Oh, crap. Have I missed all this? Exactly awakened. Yes. We need to focus. We need to go all the way back to the beginning and find out what happened and then move forward. You're exactly right. Uh, where where is that he is going? It's a place called Miracle Lake. That's the name of the place. Hopefully. If not, then we've got a couple others, but Miracle Lake is on top of the top of the list. So it is great news. I am tickled pink about it. Anita, you're correct. You're correct. You can't love. We are fixers. Mothers are fixers by nature. And we want to fix whatever it is that's going on with our kids and whatever it is that's hurting our kids or making them have issues. And this is something we can't fix. And it sucks. It sucks. We can't love it out of them. We can't guilt it out of them. We can't scream it out of them. We can't make them do anything. And it sucks. It honestly sucks. And, those that are in active addiction and they have kids that are being raised by their parents or the other parents or aunts, uncles, whatever the case may be, hey, them kids are suffering too. Okay? I take nothing away from Aiden's little journey. Nothing. Nothing. He suffers too. He's in the throes of this. He's in the bunker right there next to me. And I am doing my damnedest to make sure that he's protected, that none of this hits him, that he is shielded away from the absolute worst parts of every bit of this. I am honest with him. I am truthful with him on his level to an extent. We just don't have a snowball's chance in hell at anything until our loved one who is going through this is ready to do whatever they want to do. And then we're at their mercy. It's, oh, Lord. You need to learn how to spell Palestine if you're going to type it out here, okay? Skin to skin. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. Yeah. Love you, Randall boy. Bye, Awaken. Love you. Oh, crap. It jumped on me. Sorry. Okay. Thank you, Emily. I will. I'll tell him. He may be in here in a little bit. I don't know. He conned Kelly into stopping and getting him a Little Caesar's pizza. That's his favorite right now. And so he's probably in there eating. No, he hasn't done any of that, big lady. No. No, she doesn't have the option of insurance right now. Miracle Lake, Lake. Ugh. Can't with you, can't with you. Exactly, Randall. I know that's not your name, okay? But that's what we're going to call you. Exactly. Um, I want to put this out here too, and I hope this lady is watching. Um, oh, I know, B lady. I know. I'm sure there's several on here that would. They're not real small. They're 8 pieces, I think. There is, and we're working on that. Hey, Donna. So I have to tell y'all this, okay? Oh, good. I'm so glad. Is she feeling better? Is she doing better? I've been so worried. Um, oh, I can't deal with this stuff. Apparently, I have no moderators left. See, I don't even know. Yeah. Um. Oh, I can imagine. Keep me updated, babe. Keep me updated. I would love that, Randall boy. Let me get you set up. There you go. You are now a moderator. Thank you very much. Um, let's see. So, I had a comment, and Miss Baptist, okay, Miss Baptist. There's some numbers or something in there with it, and I hope she watches. I do, because Miss Baptist, y'all need to pay attention to the comments, especially, you know, every day or so. Just go in the comments and just look, because y'all would be amazed at some of the things that gets put in there. And I don't know. I don't sit on YouTube all the time. Okay, I have a homestead to run. I have an 8-year-old to keep up with. But anyway, so these comments are just sitting there sometimes until I get to them. She said that she found it funny how I was always talking about, the kratom and all this stuff, but I never said anything about the legal drugs that doctors were prescribing and things. Apparently, she never watched the video, where I explained, and I've said this, I've told you guys I don't know how many times, how my son's addiction started. Prescription drugs. And how that was just me being a hypocrite. I was being a hypocrite. And how if I had raised him right, if I had raised him in church to know the Lord, instead of setting him in front of a TV. Now, this woman don't know me from Adam, okay? She don't know how my kids were raised. She don't know what kind of a mama I am or I was or anything else. That was a problem. It all started out that parents are not parents, that they give their kids electronics and set them in front of the TV and go on and do whatever it is they want to do, and they don't raise them up in church and blah, blah, blah. Jesus Christ is Lord, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Y'all know my kids were raised in church, okay? My kids were raised in church. My kids were raised in Sunday school. My kids have all been saved and baptized in church. My kids had the Bible read to them. They were told Bible stories. It it doesn't matter how you raise your kids, okay? Even a preacher's kid, I know one, even a preacher's kid can become a full-blown addict. It doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter. Addiction does not discriminate. How many times have we said that here on the channel? How many times have I put it out there? Addiction does not discriminate. It doesn't care how old or young you are. It doesn't care how rich or poor, how saved or unsaved you are, how many times you've been to church or how many times you haven't. Whether if you don't even know who Jesus is. It doesn't matter what kind of car you drive. It doesn't matter what kind of house you live in. It doesn't matter what kind of life you live, who your parents were, whether you were adopted, whether you were in foster care, whether you were raised by both your parents, whether you were a single mom child, whether you were a single dad child. It doesn't give a shit. Exactly, Donna. Exactly. And this woman had the audacity to sit there and say that to me. And say that to all of us. I mean, you know, what? What the what? I wasn't. Donna, you were very nice in that. I wasn't so nice in my reply to her. And I won't be. And then, of course, when I reply back to these people, I'm the problem. Okay? And when she replied back to me, it was, are you being a hypocrite? Are you? That's between you and the Lord. See, it's people like that. It's people like that that ruin Christianity, that keep people from going to church and learning about the Lord and doing what needs to be done. It's people like that. That's my opinion too. Because who the hell wants to be around a Christian like that? I don't. Because clearly she can sit there and say, you know, King of Kings and Lord of Lords and all that, but she's not read her Bible, or else, you know, she would have read the verse, judge not lest ye be judged. And she was all kinds of judging. Okay. And I told her not to back out of her big mouth. Now, don't do that. She knew what she said. She knew how she put it out there. She knew. Don't back out of it now, sister. Move on with your convictions and get it said. You've got something you want to say to me, get it said. Y'all, Mm-mm. Get it out there. I'm waiting on the next comment to come in. I'm sure it'll be there. I know I could have banned her right off the bat. I know. I screenshotted it, and I sent it to Miss Charlotte. And I asked her, do I have a right? Read this. Do I have a right to be upset, to be pissed off over this comment? And she said, and I quote, hell yes you do. That woman's calling you a hypocrite over nothing. She's not watched or understood the videos or forgotten or whatever. And I said, well, here's what I said back. I think I sent what I said back to her. I think. But yeah. Yeah. See, I bounce these things off Miss Charlotte. I've already responded, I've already opened my big mouth, but it's like, let me check. What do you think? So, you know. Oh, that's coming, Jesse. That's coming. It's coming. You can't get away from the judgment. You can't, Ashley. I mean, you're right. There are so many of them. And this is a topic that is easy to educate yourself on. But they are so wrapped up in addicts being dirty, addicts being worthless, addicts being nothing but thieves and liars. And hey, when they're in active addiction and they're looking, they need what they need, you damn skippy. That's what they are. Okay? You're right. You're right. They've got to feed. Okay? Just like you have to eat food, they have to feed that addiction. Sometimes they have to do desperate things. Desperate times call for desperate things, right? Yeah. But because that is all some people focus on, that's all they know of addiction. They don't know the humanity side of it. They don't. They don't know that. I'm going to cry. Every time, y'all. Every time. And it drives me insane. They don't know that there's a mama at home who's crying herself to sleep every night, walking the floors, pacing the floors, making the phone calls, making the text messages. Are you okay? Are you eating? Blah, 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 blah. Is my child eating? Is my child safe? Where's my child sleeping? Are they sleeping? Who are they with? Are they safe? Are they in a safe spot? If you have never slept with your phone, your cell phone, or your house phone, if you still have a landline, hooray for you. But if you've never slept with your phone in your hand, at your ear, so that you not only hear it ringing, but you feel it vibrating, and you have that vibration turned all the way up, and you have that ringer turned all the way up, and what little bit of sleep you get at night is with clutching your phone so that you don't miss that call if it happens to come in that night, you don't know jack shit about anything having to do with addiction. And you don't know jack shit about what a mama goes through having to deal with addiction. And you better fall on your knees and you better thank the good Lord above that you don't have to deal with that, because it ain't for the faint of heart. It ain't for the weak. This life is not for those that would turn tail and run. I am so proud of you, Randall. Oh, golly bum. Oh, I just, ooh, I'm going to give you a hug. If you don't know, do not speak on these things, okay? If you want to talk about that or these people or whatever, and you don't know where to start educating yourself, hey, I'll point you in the right direction. I think anybody in this community here on this platform will point you in the right direction where you can educate yourself so that you can know what we all go through here. Just how hard things are. Just even the mundane, everyday life things are there. The hardness to get through them is amped up tenfold. I mean, some days it's more than that. Some days it's more than that. If you've had a traumatic experience with your child, and y'all, I can only speak from a mother's perspective. Okay? If you've had a traumatic experience with your child or with your loved one, it's amped up 100-fold. Okay? And it's hard to eat. It's hard to get up and do anything house-wise or yard-wise or life-wise or anything else. All you want is for the noise that's in here to just freaking stop. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You just want it to stop so that you can have a little bit of peace. And then you wake up the next morning, it gets better a little bit every day. Little by little every day, it does get better. And that noise is lessened and lessened and lessened. But if you've never been through that, like I said, I would love to school these people on their ignorance about addiction things. All things addiction. I would love to school them. I would. I don't know that it would do any good with some, because some of them they have their heads so far up their behinds. They open their mouth and have a whole new view. But we're going to have company. Hold on. Yes.
Hello, Nana.
Hello, Aiden. What are you doing?
Who knows?
Hmm?
Who knows?
Are you going to come over here where people can see you, or are you just going to stand there? Oh! You're getting to be a big old boy. You know that? What you got on your face? Is that pizza?
Yeah.
You turkey. What face are you making? Thumbnail. Oh, Lordy. You're so funny.
Hello, Miss Barbara. Hello, Miss B Lady. Hello, Miss Reflections.
You gonna say hello to Randall?
Hello.
There's Milo. You gonna say hi?
Hi, Mr. Milo.
That might be up. You don't know. Oh my Lord, you like a darn little hater, boy. No, Jen, they won't be in our community. That's for darn sure.
Can I have the spring?
Huh?
Can I have the spring that I found right there?
I guess you can. That's from the ink pen that exploded on me the other day. It just said and flew apart. I don't know where it went. It went over there behind the printer somewhere.
Well, I guess you could say we're never seeing that again. Microphone.
You ain't getting a microphone.
So what?
Could y'all imagine? Oh.
Hold up.
What? See, these,
Yeah.
the comments here are not the same as those over there. Because these have stopped. These over here haven't. That's why Nanny has it open on her.
What does that one say?
I don't know. Don't worry about it. Don't be looking at that stuff. Oh, he already has one, big lady. He already has one. He had
a computer.
He works on programming and.
Well, I'm not really into programming. More video games.
Hey, Jacob. We're good. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Redneck. He's fine, Sammy. Thank you. There's nothing showing. I know, he steals my heart all the time, too, don't you? Ah! What are you doing? Don't knock the other one over. Ow. Set your butt down, turkey. All right, guys, I need some likes up here, okay? Hit that thumbs up. I need some likes.
I dropped my...
Where'd it go?
I know it probably bounced. Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Science.
He does. What? Hey, Miss Donna wants to know, what grade are you going into?
This year I am going into 3rd grade. I knew that. You didn't have to hold up 3. Or hold down 3.
You out me every single time. Do you know that? Miss Barbara says you're exactly 1 month older than our 8-year-old. Oh, you and him are the same age.
Cool.
Yeah. That is pretty cool, ain't it?
Do they know my birthday?
I'm pretty sure they do.
My birthday is February 15th. So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they know.
Okay.
If they've been here any length of time on this channel, they know.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, Court. Okay? His name's not Timmy.
It's an internet joke.
I know. I know what it is. I know what it is. I read the Boxcar Children book when I was in 3rd grade. We have not started our summer reading adventure yet. We're running behind. With us being sick for...
I'm gonna go like the live stream.
Okay, thank you. With us being sick for 6 weeks, and then trying to catch up, and the garden, oh Lord, y'all, the garden. Yeah, we've just not, we've not started any of that, and it may not happen this year. I don't know. The summer's flying by, and yeah, we'll do what we can do. Oh, 2nd grade. Second grade was a fun grade. We'll see how 3rd grade goes. Gia, honey, you can't be on this channel, darling. Don't worry about it, Paul. It ain't none of your business. How about that? Okay? It ain't the first time, won't be the last time he's been on my YouTube channel. Okay? Roblox reading books. Oh, cool. Cool. I love when, a man, a grown-ass man, comes on here bellering at me about decisions I make on my own channel. It ain't none of your business, buddy. I am 55 years old. I think I can make my own damn decisions. You don't have to like them, but you don't have to be on my channel either. No kidding, Sandra. No kidding. Thank you. Aiden feels comfortable talking to any of you guys, okay? And he talks about some of you away from us doing these, okay? When we're out and about and all that. And no, he doesn't know, and he will not know. Just in case something was to happen. I don't want that to go down. But anyway, he's told y'all he'll take his channel away from me. And he could, I think once he gets older, and if things are still, God, please don't let things still be happening the way they're happening now. I don't know that I could deal with that. I really don't. But if things are still going the way that they're going, and he wants to get on here and talk, I'll let him get on here and talk. If he wants to get on here and talk now, that's fine too, I'm not going to hold him back. He has rights. He has feelings. He does. He's dealing with adult things at 8 years old. He has a desktop, Windows. Yeah. So, yes, be sure to hit that like button. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. Share, 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 share. Did you know that YouTube sends me the info about how many shares I get every week? Did y'all know that? I know. Okay? I know. I got the info. So, he does have a voice, Barbara, and I want him to know that his voice deserves to be heard. Okay? Any child that is put in this position that is having to deal with what he's having to deal with, they deserve to have their voice heard. I don't care how old they are. If they've got something they want to say, let them say it. They deserve to. Again, my opinion. No, you really don't. You really don't. You don't. He can read a room. At 8 years old, he can read a room and he can read emotions that are showing. Y'all, I don't know if y'all have been able to tell this or not. I don't hide my emotions well. I wear them on my face. Y'all know when I'm pissed off. Y'all know when I'm happy, when I'm sad. It's right there. Okay? I don't hide my emotions. Never have been able to. So he can read emotions. He can read my face and know that something's wrong. Something's just not, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Let them have their say. Let them get their emotions out. Let them get their feelings out. Let them get their thoughts out. I mean, it may not be anything. It may be something off the wall. You don't ever know. But let them get their thoughts out. They need to. Oh. God, I wish these people would learn how to spell. Thank you, Randall. Yeah, he is. Well, sometimes he's not so quiet. Okay? Sometimes it's full blown. Yeah. He did have a meltdown yesterday. He has been kind of emotional for the past. Okay, so this started when I found out I had pneumonia, and he walked in on me taking a breathing treatment. Okay, freaked him out. He has not. He's not seen me take one. Apparently, I thought he had, but he hasn't. So I was taking a breathing treatment. He walked in the bedroom, and it freaked him out. And when we laid down that night, we always give each other a hug and a kiss, tell each other good night, you know. And he said, "I'm worried about you, Nanny." And I said, "Baby, I'm all right. I'm fine. You know, Nanny's just got to get over this." And I said, "But what I was doing earlier helps Nanny to breathe and helps, you know, me get oxygen and stuff." And I said, it's just medicine, love. That's all. "Yeah, but I feel bad because you have to use that machine in order to breathe." I said, don't feel bad. We had a whole conversation. It started then, and he's kind of been on edge ever since. Okay, he's been worried. But for the past 3 or 4 days, he saw his dad on video. That really set things off. Since then, he's been having a few little issues here and there. But yesterday, we went. Oh Lord, Paps's aunt passed away, and yesterday was her funeral, and it was the first time Aiden's ever been to a funeral. And Paps and I felt like he's old enough now to do this, and we didn't have anybody to leave him with. So, we're okay with taking him. And y'all, I spent the majority of my childhood at the funeral home. We went all the time, okay? We became really good friends with the funeral directors at all the local funeral homes. But anyway, after the funeral, he had some questions while we were sitting there. He's never seen a body. So he had some questions, and I answered them. And after all that was done, we went to my sister-in-law's church was serving food. Here in the South, okay, if someone passes away in your family, these fine ladies from all these churches brings food. It's great. So the people at one of my sisters-in-law, her church cooked the food, and then the other sister-in-law, her church, the people there served the food for the family. So we went there with the family, and had some really good times with them, some really good talks, and it was just good to see everybody. And then we went to Ingles. Ingles had ground chicken for $2.88 a pack, and ground turkey for $3.88 a pack. So we went to Ingles to pick some of that up, and I promised Aiden I would get him some Kit Kat ice cream. He'd wanted some at Sam's. We'd went to Sam's the day before. I know this is a long story. Whatever. Deal with it. I told him we couldn't get it at Sam's because it would melt before we got home, because it's hotter than Hades right now. Okay? Yes, Kit Kat ice cream. They have 100 grand ice cream too, by the way. Yeah. I know what I'm getting as soon as I get this A1C all the way under control. Anyway, we get into Ingles, and Paps kind of veers away from us. He went to do his own thing. And so Aiden and I, we zipped through and all that. And we were getting ready to check out. And Aiden wanted me to walk all the way to the back of the store to look at a toy. And he was trying to tell me he had a budget. He didn't have no money, but he had a budget. And I told him, I said, nobody, we're right here getting ready to check out, and you just got a toy yesterday. But nobody, I'm not going all the way to the back of the store. That upset him, and he had a meltdown in Ingles. I miss my daddy. And I quickly checked out. I did the self-checkout, quickly checked out, and took him out to the car. And when Paps got out there, he was still sniffling and stuff. And I told him, I hugged him up, and I told him, I know, I know you miss your daddy. I know you do. Hopefully this will be over with soon. You know, and he said, I want to be able to video chat or video call him like my mom does. And I said, well, you know, that can't happen right now, but hopefully this is about over with. And he was okay afterwards. He just, you know, I don't know. Anyway, that happened yesterday, so yeah. I love being a southern chick too. I ain't from Louisiana, but I like being a southern chick. Okay, always have. I've always loved to be told, I love your southern accent. Sounds like cornbread. But yeah. Hey, Crystal, how are you? How are you doing? All right, y'all. I think I'm going to call it a night. We went a little bit over, but that's okay. Got to get in here and have this conversation. Okay? It's going to be a hard one. For me, anyway. I'm very emotional. I'm very emotional. Just thinking about him coming out. I'm scared. I'm scared. I know that I shouldn't let what happened right before he went to jail, I shouldn't let that affect, well, I shouldn't let it be all of my emotions right now. Okay? But it is. It is. And I'm scared. I'm nervous. And I'm about sick to my stomach. So, anyway. Love you guys. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. I appreciate that. You do the same, Randall. Oh, cry. Love you guys. Mean it. I will see you all Wednesday, if not before. Okay? I would. I will. Wednesday, if not before. Okay? Bye, guys.